So, tell me about what's been going on with this man, Scooter Braun. You know what I'm saying? Look, Scooter Braun, bro, you got some bread, but, you know, and he's very successful, been successful for a minute. So, like, what's going on with people are leaving him?
Scooter Braun, the one that the Taylor Swift fans hate, but also the music management guru.
The mogul.
The mogul, bro, who sold his company for over $1 billion, right? Mm-hmm. Now the CEO of Hybe Entertainment. Man, I think Demi Lovato just dropped him, bro. She dropped him, and allegedly, it was Demi Lovato that dropped, and then you have Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber.
Did Justin Bieber actually...
No, it's all... Those two are allegedly. Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber.
But Demi is for sure.
She dropped him. But dropped is like a weird word, though, because, like, he came out later and was like, you know, I just dropped myself as my own... He tweeted that, or he X'd it. He's like, I dropped myself. I just dropped myself from managing myself, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, really, dude, this is all alleged. Like, people love to hate Scooter Braun. Yeah. Let's be real. I mean, look, maybe he did some things wrong in his past. Maybe he wrote the contracts in a way that wasn't favorable for Taylor Swift. Don't know. But he did business and it was still a contract.
Maybe he also blew up some of these artists and was instrumental in their success.
Who knows, man? Who knows? And
I'm saying, like, there's, you know, there's
there's a reason that these people continue. Even at 2018 is when this whole like Taylor Swift and Scooter Braun thing came together. And some companies, I mean, some people continue to keep him as a manager. So hey, like, we're not gonna sit here and act like he just carries a whole bag of bad traits. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, dude, if Scooter Braun hit me up and was like, "Hey, bro, I'll take 50% of your revenue, but
I'll make you rich and famous.
Lock it up." I'm like, I'm with it, bro. Let's go. Tell me what to do, chief.
The thing is, though, this is all alleged. If I was just to take a guess, my personal guess is that he is moving on to bigger things. He's trying to run companies. He's acquiring different things. I know he just bought Big Machine. So it's like one of those things where it's like, you know, he's trying to move on from the whole I'm just managing artist thing. Mm-hmm. He's trying to become, he's, you know, 30 years old now. He's trying to do another phase of life. I'm by no means a Scooter Braun fan. I'm by no means a Scooter Braun fan. But truly, I respect him as a manager.
And as a man.
Okay.
Now, you know, I was going to give my tiny bit of perspective on this. Obviously, I don't know the specifics of that, but I do think it's easy to default to disliking labels or establishment type people in the industry just because the artists are the front-facing entity.
And people love them.
People get connected to them. And I think, dude, we know a lot of artists that are like kind of horrible people. We know some amazing people, but we also know some people that it's like, yo, hey, relax, get over yourself. You know what I'm saying? The world does not revolve around you. You're not saving the world. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
and so,
yes.
And there's a lot of independent artists that, you know, the conversations of like, I'd never, like, major labels like suck, whatever. I'm not anti-label either. It's just got to be the right situation. And anyway,
I completely agree with that, man. And people are people no matter what on every level. There's going to be great artists. There's going to be bad artists. Good people, bad people.
It's true.
I always say, think about the person in high school who made music who you didn't like because they were arrogant or for something like that. Like, and they made it famous as a 17-year-old rapper or like a 23-year-old rapper.
All right, so now you make it not about me.
No, not you, bro. I'm saying, like, but those people, like, sometimes they don't end up being the best people. Is that a surprise? Yeah. Just because you like their music and you relate to the music doesn't mean that. Now, also, you had the Harvey Weinsteins of the world who are running stuff in the movie business but are jerks.
Yeah.
And so we can't just judge a book by its cover. It's easy to team anything other than Scooter Braun just because you don't know the guy. But,
well, you know, like in movies where you get exposed to the protagonist first, so like you build your connection with them. It's like the same thing I think with music. Mm-hmm. Or when you're looking at an artist, you have a connection with the artist, and so you kind of take whatever they're saying as the fact first. Right. You have a lot of movies that take the protagonist all the way halfway through the movie and realize they're the antagonist.
Perfect example. And look, I'm like probably one of the biggest Kanye fans. Mm-hmm. But perfect example is that Kanye has displayed a number of situations into which he's not acting in good character, but us as fans still are like, it's Kanye though. That's a perfect example. It's because I want Kanye to take W's, bro. He's cool. I love Kanye. But I want him to take W's, but he ain't the best dude. Let's be realistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just love Kanye because his music, it felt like something to me when I was listening to it.
Artists at the highest level, their brains work in a different way because they're able to create things from nothing and things that are outside of current convention. And I think a lot of times the trade-off of that is being emotionally unstable or, you know, in some cases antisocial. I mean, you look at a lot of your greatest artists throughout history, they have these issues. And so for the people that aren't like the current self-starters in the music industry, the people that have run their business from top to bottom, you know what I'm saying, mix their own stuff, do like a Russ type person.
Right.
For the people that were actually just straight up artists to the core, I think those people, it's like when you get fame and all these different things and you don't have a really good frame of reference for morality or like a grasp on you know what I mean? You have ego and you have instability and stuff that is mixed with that creativity, and that, you know, you have the 27 Club. You know what I mean?
Keep dying at 27. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that there's a high correlation of that in artists because you're a troubled mind that's really creative, and then you have access to every drug you want and parties and women, and you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I think that takes a toll. So I think we forget about that at the highest level. You know, these people are not only in situations that most people are not in because they're high level of power and notoriety and stuff, but they're also mentally, their brains work a little different. You know what I mean? And I think that leads to a lot of times artists getting into these pockets. You know, when you see somebody like Britney Spears when she had her freak out, or Kanye Kanye's like bona fide bipolar, like you can see it, you know what I mean? Or and flipping out on Sway and these different things. And I think part of that is part of the show, but I think they're authentic feelings. You know, it's just interesting to perceive it because, you know, it almost seems like we just assume that they have things figured out, and you know, sometimes they're the most troubled people.
Yeah, baby, need top 5 when I'm done going mental.